my friends. Nyx is back with another Two Girls One Up box break ASMR video. Today featuring Modern Horizons 3 from Magic the Gathering. A very exciting product, a premium product as some people might refer it as. This is, of course, the third set in the line of Modern Horizon boxes, and this will be a Play Booster set, the newest set coming out from Magic the Gathering. It has been a while since I've opened up any Magic here on our channel, so I'm very excited, especially considering this is a Modern Horizons product, one of our favorites alongside some of the Masters that come out, like Ultimate Masters and Double Masters. We invested a lot back in the days of Double Masters, and it paid off. A very fun set. So I'm super excited, especially because one of my favorite Planeswalkers, right here, a Johnny, is featured on the set's box cover. I love a Johnny, and lore-wise, there's been some things that have happened to him between, well, I don't want to give out any spoilers. If you're interested in MTG lore, I believe you can find the information on the website. Wizards has a lot of that lore on there, and yes, it is a lot. It is a deep dive, but it is a fun one. Alright, my friends, that is just a quick introduction here about Modern Horizons 3. We'll do a little bit of reading here on the box. Your new forever favorites, no doubt. Modern Horizons 3 brings a heaping helping of exciting new cards to Modern, one of Magic's most celebrated formats and most expensive. Rekindle your love for classic reprints, including allied fetch lands, and discover new power-packed cards like double-sided Planeswalkers you are sure to flip for. Whether you're new to Magic or a card-slinging veteran, there's something for everyone to love from here to the blind eternities. If you are curious what Play Boosters are, I believe this is our second Play Booster box that we are breaking here on the channel, and they are draft and set boosters combined into one. They're perfect for limited play and fun to open. You may find art cards, showcase cards, and additional rares and or mythics. Plus, you'll find a traditional foil in every pack. It's just Magic's way of, well, making a product a little more expensive, but also fun, as it said, for both players, draft players, and collectors, or both in our case. So I'm very excited to pop open Modern Horizons. So let me just welcome you to the Two Girls One Up plane. I am Planeswalker Nyx. Planeswalker Sakti is taking a break this week as we continue to recover from a little bit of a cold. It's been a bit longer than we expected, but we're both feeling much, much better, as Sakti alluded to in our last video. So that's some good news. We're much, much better. Things are slowly going away, and every day we start to get better and better. But I'm a planeswalker, right? I'm somewhat invincible. All right. Without further ado, Chopper is getting very anxious, wants to open up this box, so let's do it, my friends. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So here he is. Awesome, a Johnny. And just as mentioned, there is a foil in every single pack, and it could be of any rarity. All right, starting off with this little pamphlet. Of course, we can scan here to discover the coolest cards and learn more about the collectible treatments in Modern Horizons 3. That's pretty cool right there. There's a lot to read here. I won't go through everything, but it does kind of break apart some of the draft archetypes here in Modern Horizons 3, from things like white-blue energy flyers, which is one of my personal favorites, to even things like red-white energy aggro, also one of my favorites. I do love me some Boros and some of that white-blue, especially when it comes to flying. Feel free to pause the video if you wanted to look more at those archetypes. I'll bring it back just for a quick second, a little stiller, so you can pause that video and give them a read. All right. Okay, wow, look at all of this Johnny. I am in heaven right here, featuring lots of kitties. I'm very excited to walk through Modern Horizons, open up some amazing cards. And I hope all of you are as well. Like I said, for me, Nyx, it's been a little bit since I've opened some MTG on the channel, and just in general. We've been very focused on other TCGs, as many of you know, mainly Lorcana, but I miss MTG. I miss Magic. It's just one of those games that's very hard to keep up with, especially because there's so many different formats, and because it's been running for so many years. And as you probably imagine, coming into it at a later stage can be tricky, especially if you're wanting to play things like standard format, where you have to keep up with every new set. As mentioned a little bit earlier, this set is mainly for Modern, and Modern is also a very difficult one, at least nowadays, to stay up with, and it's also pretty expensive. So, I've been playing a lot more Commander. It's just a little easier to kind of keep the Commander deck set with some of the newer cards that come out. There's usually only a few that work with your Commander, so it makes it a little bit more, we'll say, affordable to stay into the hobby of Magic. Commander is also just so much fun because you're playing with a 100-card deck, and each deck only has one copy of each card in it. So a lot of chaos. That's what I love about Commander. All right, but we are not talking Commander today. We are focusing on Modern, in particular, Modern Horizons 3. So friends, let's get to it. Starting with our first 14-card Play Booster pack. And we are going to start things off with an art card here. This is Rampant Frogantua. Nice big old frog monster there. Sakti and I just watched Godzilla -1 last night for the third or fourth time, and this is what it reminds me of. Great movie, by the way. Definitely recommend. Okay, so here we are with our basic mountain land. You'll see probably a lot of Eldrazi in this set, which I'm not complaining about. Eldrazi are very cool. A very cool set. All right, starting off with a foil, Consign to Memory. White of the Reliquary. That is our first rare. Barbarian Ring, land card. This is a non-foil, Consign to Memory. Lion Umbra, so it's an enchantment aura card. Golden-tailed Trainer, a Fox Samurai. Very cool. And now we're moving on to our commons here. Eldrazi Repurposer. Ooh. Contaminated Landscape, another land card. Hexgold Slith. Cyclops Superconductor. Retrofitted Transmogrant. Cool. Galvanic Discharge. It's an instant. And Warped Tusker. It's an Eldrazi boar beast. It's difficult to see because the art is so wonderfully detailed and horrific, but I see some elements of a pig there, of a boar. All right, not too bad for our first pack. One of my biggest complaints, and probably many of yours who also collect MTG, is the pringling. Already starting to see some pringling here, and we just opened this pack. Hopefully it's the only one. Next pack. All right, this time we are not starting with an art card, we are starting with a token. This is a Thopter, and Thopters, as many of you know, have flying. All right, that'll be followed by a foil evolution witness. And similarly to Yu-Gi-Oh cards, there is always a lot of text on Magic cards, so feel free to pause this video at any time if you'd like to take a look at what the cards say. Some of them I'll read out if they're smaller. Wrath of the Skies, that'll be our second rare, a sorcery. Ooh, third rare, Savine's Reclamation. Very cool, another sorcery. This is Consuming Corruption. Ooh. Witch Enchanter, and when you see this symbol here, it means that there's something on the back. Witch Blessed Meadow. Oops, sorry for the camera bunk there. There we go. Frogmere Enforcer. Reiterating Bolt. It's early. My eyes need to be checked. Reiterating Bolt. Bountiful Landscape land card. Ooh, Dog Umbra. That's very cool. One of my favorite cards of the set, Foul Strike. Cranial Ram. Sarpedian Simulacrum. And Drowned Lurker. Ooh, almost missed this one. Breathe Your Last. Oh, that's creepy. Very creepy. But cool. Let's keep this plain walk going. All right, starting off with just a blank card. You can use this to represent those flip cards so you don't have to keep taking them out of sleeves. Ooh, that is a foil Plains. Once again, Eldrazi running around in the back. That's really cool. And a foil Eldrazi Repurposer. Followed by rare Pearl Ear Imperial Advisor. Oof, try saying that 5 times fast. He's a legendary creature, Fox Advisor, and he's got lifelink, which is one of my favorite skills in this set. It basically means every time it attacks, you gain that much life. So just a fantastic thing. I abuse it a lot with a lot of my decks, as white is one of my favorite colors, the Plains. Very excited about that card. Ooh, an Argent Dais. Very nice. An artifact. Angel of the Ruins. A beautiful card. Idol of False Gods. Breaker of Creation. There's your classic Eldrazi right there. Consuming Corruption. Nyxborn Hydra. As my name is Nyx, I really appreciate this. Hydras can also be a very fun archetype to play in Magic. They can become very powerful very quickly, and just very destructive. Oops, that was a common. There we go. Cyclops Superconductor. Nyxborn Unicorn. I like this one even better. 1, because it's white, and 2, because it's a unicorn. And I, Nyx, a Nyxborn unicorn myself, right? Alright, I know that was cringy. Skoa, Ember Mage, and legendary creature Goblin Wizard. And Deem Inferior. Ooh, that's a wild looking card. And Gravedig. Alright, easy peasy. Lots of packs. Let's keep going. All right, just an advertisement card. Usually we just kind of chuck these. All right, our foil card, a Writhing Chrysalis. It's an Eldrazi drone. It's a common there. Primal Prayers. Fledgling Dragon. It's a cute little flying dragon. Waterlogged Teachings. Transforms to Inundated Archive. A Rawl and the Implicit Maze. These are sagas. Sagas, I won't go into too much detail, but basically as it enters, you get to go through the different steps. So these are different draw steps or different turns. So you got your one, this one activates on the second, and this one activates on the third turn. Skittering Precursor. Ooh, Territory Kohler. Ew. Foreboding Landscape. Gift of the Viper. Here, this one's short. I can read this one. It's an instant card, and you put a +1/+1 counter, a reach counter, and a death touch counter on target creature, and get to untap it. That is powerful, especially because it gets to stay there. It's not until the end of the turn. That's fantastic for a nice common. Writhing Chrysalis. Expel the Unworthy. Wither and Bloom. Beautiful art there. An Infernal Captor. Corrupted Shapeshifter. Another Eldrazi there. Creepy. Creepy, creepy. Ooh, starting off with an art card. This is going to be Stump Stomp. Ooh, and it's a signed one, too. I am Groot indeed. All right. Vexing Bauble. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. And then you can pay 1 and tap this card, sacrifice it, and draw a card. Not terrible. Lots of shenanigans in Magic. All right, Flare of Denial will be our rare here. Worn Power Stone. It's another artifact. Glasswing Grace. So that's pretty. Angels, one of my favorites. Age-Graced Chapel. Monstrous Vortex. Wow. Ghostfire Slice. Depth Defiler. Deceptive Landscape. Eldrazi Repurposer. Shattered Landscape. Mandibular Kite, another artifact. Molten Gatekeeper. Petrifying Meddler. And Scurrilous Sentry. All right. We have yet to find a mythic, but it is still very early in the box. We have a ton of packs here, so not going to count us out of luck just yet. Yes, always like starting with an art card. This is going to be the Molten Gatekeeper, which we've opened in the last pack. So just a really nice look at the detail in that art. Very cool. Basic Mountain. We're going to get Foul Strike, but in foil. Oh, there we go. Talking about mythics, this is the Nethergoyf. Oh boy, that's a Lurgoyf. So mythic, if you are curious, is represented by the symbol in orange, where we've got gold here for the rares. So love to see a new mythic come. We'll pop that right there. All right, Priest of Titania. You tap it and add a land, a green land, for each elf on the battlefield. Oof, that can be very nasty, and I love it. Oops. Revitalizing Repast. That turns into Old Growth Grove. Oops. Planner Genesis. Depth Defiler. Scurry of Gremlins. Oh boy. Another Nyxborn Unicorn. Love it. Basking Broodscale. Ooh, creepy. Look at this. Ew. Ugh. Faithful Watchdog. A lot easier to look at, the Faithful Watchdog. Infernal Captor. Serum Visionary. And Wither and Bloom. All right. So those of you who do play Magic, and particularly play Modern, will recognize many of these cards. A lot of them are from previous sets. There we go, just protect the mythic there. And some of them are new. It's basically a set that's just created to strengthen your Modern deck. Put an example of what the Modern decks are compared to, say, the Standard. Standard decks take only a certain amount of the latest set, where Modern stretches all the way back even further. So you've got a lot more cards to choose from, a lot of them on the older side, mixing with some of those newer cards. Commander, you can use any card from any set that has come out in Magic's long history. There are, of course, some banned cards, and I do not know what those are off the top of my head. Zombie Token, followed by a Foil Mountain. That's going to be followed by a foil Sage of the Unknowable. And Arena of Glory there, a nice land card. Decree of Justice. Can create some angels there, a very good card. Boggart Trawler. That transforms into Boggart Bog. Dreadmobile. Copy Crook, Colossal Dreadmask, Conduit Goblin, Inspired Inventor, another Basking Gross Scale, Dream Drinker Vampire, ooh, always love me some vampires, Sarpadian Simulacrum, at some point I'll be able to pronounce that fine, and Aether Spike. You'll notice I go through the commons pretty quickly, and that being the case, once again, if you'd like to read the card, feel free to pause the video and take a look. I won't yell at you, I promise. Yes. I appreciate this token a lot. I love the Cat Warrior. Cool. That is going to be followed by a Full Art Forest land card. There's our signature Eldrazi. All right, Riddlegate Gargoyle foil. Oh, nice. I believe this is a showcase. This is Nadu, the Winged Wisdom. It's a legendary creature bird wizard. Oh, very cool. So yes, Magic also has full art cards. They can come in foil as well. Very nice. We'll throw that in a sleeve. All right, Ophiomancer. That is actually, I don't know if I like the art or if I don't. It's kind of cool, but kind of weird. Nice. Phyrexian Ironworks. Titan's Vanguard. Oh, very cool art there. Royal Cartographer. Perilous Landscape. Sheltering Landscape. Another Foul Strike. Conduit Goblin. Smelted Charge Bug. Drowner Lurker. And the Eviscerator's Insight. Yeah, that's a card. It's one of those cards of all time. Another blank card for us. Here we go, followed by a foil Plains. And that'll be followed by a foil Pinnacle Monk, which transforms into Mystic Peak. Cool. All right, Fanatic of Ronas. It was a snake creature, a snake druid to be exact. Meltdown. Cool classic art. Quest for the Necropolis. Collective Resistance. Horrid Shadow Spinner. Ooh, very cool card. The art, beautiful. Foreboding Landscape. Wing It. This is cute. A target creature gets +2/+2 until the end of turn, and you put a flying counter on it and scry 1. That's pretty cool. So it just is a permanent flying counter, and it really is. That's a cute card. I like that. Writhing Chrysalis. Gift of the Viper, also a good card. The Molten Gatekeeper. Unfathomable Truths. And the Dross Claw. It's an equipment card. I've seen this token many times in the past. This is a copy token. Ooh, we're going to be getting a Saga foil, Rawl, and the Implicit Maze. We got one of these earlier. Psychic Frog. It reminds me of Hypnotoad a little bit. Hypnotoad, of course, from Futurama. Great show. Great show. Worn Power Stone. Revitalizing Repast. Old Growth Grove. Mob. Reiterating Bolt. Collective Resistance. Expanding Ooze. Yee. Rosecott Knight. Cool. Always like human knights as well. Temperamental Oozewag. That's just fun to say. Temperamental Oozewag. Dross Claw. Fanged Flames. Sage of the Unknowable. And Fetid Gargantua. Advertisement card. Foil Forest. Followed by a foil Kami of Jealous Thirst. Our rare, a Warren Soul Trader. Some more classic art there. Nadier's Nightblade. Suppression Ray turns into Orderly Plaza. Signature Slam. That, of course, is the monkey doing the people's elbow there. Big gorilla people's elbow on the dinosaur. There's some Godzilla versus Kong vibes here. Tamio meets the story circle, Bountiful Landscape, Temperamental Oozewag, the Obstinate Gargoyle, Mandibular Kite, Void Pouncer, Tune the Narrative, and Dream Drinker Vampire. I feel like these videos also kind of help when it comes to premium products like Modern Horizons. This is an expensive booster box, very expensive, and many people are trying to wonder if they should purchase one or maybe just buy the singles. I think something that these ASMR videos also help with, these box breaks, is to maybe give you guys an idea of what a box may come with if you're opening it up. So is it worth it to you to have all these different commons, all these different possibilities of a foil, whatever it may be, a mythic, a gold, a showcase card? Or is it just better to use that money to purchase the single itself? Magic is very tricky like that because there are so many cards spread across a wide variety of time. So when you come with these very expensive products, not everyone can afford them or wants to. We only bought one box of Modern Horizon 3 for the video itself. And just kind of going through the box, I can already personally tell that I think it would have been better to just buy some singles when it comes to playing the game. Of course, I love box breaking. I love opening these boxes with you, our TCG fam. So it makes it double the fun to open a full box. But if you're looking, as of right now, unless you're interested in a lot of the cards that we have already pulled, then maybe it'd be better just to purchase some singles. Ultimately, you get to make the decision. I mean, everybody loves the chase, right? It is a bit addicting. Starting with an art card, Monumental Henge. And that is indeed a Monumental Henge. Very cool. Bountiful Landscape foil. Emperor of Bones. There's a Skeleton Noble. Very cool. That reminds me a little bit of some Skyrim adventures in the past. Deep Analysis. Fell the Profane transforms to Fellmire. Planner Genesis. Arcbound Condor. Spawn Gang Commander. Classic art. Therabin Charm. It's an instant. The Gift of the Viper. Riddlegate Gargoyle. Wing It. It's what I do most of the time. Thriving Skyclaw. Love that. Cat Dragon. Yes, please. Serum Visionary. Refurbished Familiar. Oh, it's like a little rat with... Oh, that's cute. It's a zombie rat. Cool. A Spellgorger Weird token creature. It is indeed weird. Wirewood Symbiote. That is our foil. Ooh, Wooded Foothills. Very nice. Always love those dual lands. Cephalid Colosseum. Razorgrass Ambush transforms to Razorgrass Field. Eldrazi Ravager. Furnace Hellkite. Path of Annihilation. Twisted Landscape. Mandibular Kite. Evolution Witness. Glimpse the Impossible. This art is so freaky and I love it. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Aether Spike. A Refurbished Familiar. And a Void Pouncer. Ooh, look at that creepy Eldrazi. I swear, artists just have so much fun with things like Eldrazi. They can just go crazy. A fish token. That is a full art island. Warren Soul Trader, foil version. Followed by Archway of Innovation. That is a land card. Emerald Medallion. An artifact. Green spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. That's fantastic. Absolutely. I hope there's other colored ones. Strength of the Harvest. Transforms to Haven of the Harvest. Indebted Spirit. Hydra Trainer. Cool. Perilous Landscape. Hex Gold Slith. Sneaky Snacker. I think that's the first time we've seen that little fairy there. Nyxborn Unicorn. Love it. Petrifying Meddler. Kami of Jealous Thirst. Smelted Chargebug. One thing I will note, there's a lot of packs here in this play booster. It is full. It is very full. Oh, starting with Blaster Hulk art card. Oh, that's cool. Now this one reminds me of some Monster Hunter shenanigans. Oh, a foil Nyxborn Unicorn. I love that. I'm going to set that one aside over here. Wheel of Potential. Guide of Souls. Ooh, very cool. Buried Alive. Vexing Bauble. Envoy of the Ancestors. Skittering Precursor. Nyxborn Hydra. Faithful Watchdog. Rosecoat Knight. Horrific Assault. Ooh, very cool art. I love it. You've got the, I think, the Church of Avacyn or something. I don't know. Avacyn Sexy. That's all I got for you. Demon Inferior. Fetid Gargantua. And Innovator's Axe. That's cool. Excuse me. Inventor's Axe. Ooh, a Phyrexian worm. So, bringing in some Phyrexians. Ugh, gross. Ooh, finally a foil gold here. A foil rare. Sowing Mycospawn. Eldrazi fungus. That is disgusting. Polluted Delta. Once again, a dual land. It represents blue here for an island, and then black here for swamp. Oh, this is cool. Power Balance. What a cool card. Wow. Beautiful art. Wirewood Symbiote. Charitable Levy. Grim Servant. Metastatic Evangel. Ooh, what a cool... That's a Phyrexian human cleric, and Phyrexians are cool. I kind of like Phyrexians more than I do Eldrazi. I just think they have more of a shape to them than the chaos of the Eldrazi. Malevolent Rumble. Withering Chrysalis. Jolted Awake. Ooh. Shattered Landscape. Galvanic Discharge. And a Warped Tusker. Once again, that Eldrazi boar. That's going to be followed by Tempest Harvester. I believe this is our first Morfolk that we've seen in the set. Phyrexian Germ. Gross. You know, I say Phyrexians have more shape to them, and then here this thing comes. Gross. Inspired Inventor. Foil. Oh, cool. All right, so we're going to get a nice full art here of the Sowing Mycospawn. Mycospawn, whatever you want to call it. It is an Eldrazi fungus, and it is horrible, but it is really cool. really cool looking as the full art. Very nice. Kozilek's Command. Ooh, lots of rares. Jet Medallion. So this one is black spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Love that. Oh, this is, oh my god, talking about Avacyn. Oh, this is beautiful. I want this in full art. Oh my goodness. The Creation of Avacyn. Oh, beautiful. Avacyn is indeed my favorite character. My favorite in all of Magic the Gathering. We have a very large Avacyn. It's a cardboard stand and it's hung on our wall and it's amazing. Amazing. Consuming Corruption. Twisted Riddle Keeper. Sneaky Snacker. Like a sneaky snake. A sneaky snacker. Hexgold Slith. Contaminated Landscape. Siege Smosh. Serum Visionary. Kami of Jealous Thirst. And we'll finish things off with an Inventor's Axe. I'm so happy with that Avacyn Saga. I know it's just a uncommon, but it's so cool looking. A Moonfolk. Ooh. Nifty. Token there. Forest. Foil Fanged Flames. Flare of Fortitude. Nice instant rare. Oh, wow. Followed by a Phyrexian Tower Mythic. Okay. So you add a colorless land, and that's by the diamond there. Basically just kind of free-floating mana somewhat. And then you tap it again and you sacrifice a creature and add 2 swamps, 2 black mana. Okay. Alright, Triton Wavebreaker. Scurry of Gremlins. Trickster's Elk. Seething Landscape. Eldrazi Repurposer. Shattered Landscape. Aerial Auxiliary. It's a bird soldier there. And Deem Inferior. Accursed Marauder. Cool. Zombie Warrior. And Skoa Ember Mage. Nice. Very nice. Wow, in just one stack, we still have 6 packs left. So I'll admit, it does come with a lot of packs. I'm not gonna lie, in one box. Still a very expensive product. But very fun to open. Very fun. A lot of cards. You'll notice we're not getting a lot of doubles in many of these packs, so there's a lot of variety here. Copy token, followed by a Plains. Oh, our foil is the Thriving Skyclaw, which is the amazing cat dragon. I just love that beautiful blue. Oh, such a cool card. Ooh, and then we will get another mythic, a Birthing Ritual. That's a really cool, interesting. Oh, look at the little baby. Mythic is gonna mythic. All right, Fledgling Dragon. Sundering Eruption turns into Volcanic Fissure. Amped Raptor. Sakti's building a dinosaur commander deck, so that's a nice card. Tamio meets the Story Circle. Colossal Dreadmask. Airy Auxiliary. Obstinate Gargoyle. Dog Umbra. Inventor's Axe. Unfathomable Truths. Accursed Marauder. What do we got here? An Eldrazi Spawn token. Okay, our foil is going to be retrofitted Transmogrant. This is pretty cool. I don't think we've seen this card since the first pack we opened. Oh, another mythic. The Ashling Flame Dancer. Very cool. Legendary creature, Elemental Shaman. I'll take it. Reform. I will not take that. Sundering Eruption. 2 Volcanic Fissure. Ethereum Petramander. Okay. Solar Transformer. Oof, I always like when it's got like kind of that rainbowy effect in the art. Always makes it cool when it comes as a foil. Ooh, Pythric Rebirth. Pyretic Rebirth. Very cool looking card. Art is beautiful. Bountiful Landscape. Nightshade Dryad. Cyclops Superconductor. Expel the Unworthy. The Warped Tusker. Almost have a full playset of that guy now. Utter Insignificance. Scurrilous Sentry. Oh, and that's what we'll finish with. All right. Another mythic. Here, I'll take a moment to add these to some sleeves. The Phyrexian Tower is cool. And of course, at the end of this video, we will revisit all of our pulls with a quick shuffling. So just in case you missed it earlier, we will have that for you. There we go. Okay, let's keep this plane chase going. Fanatic of Ronos. That is a token. All right, and we have a Plains here, followed by an Amphibian Downpour. That is going to be a foil rare. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you, Wizards. Thank you. They gave us a foil version and a non-foil version in the same pack. Angel of Ruins. Strength of the Harvest, followed by Haven of the Harvest. Hope Ender Coalt. Okay, so this one Sakti can pronounce really well. Hope Ender Coal. I hope I'm saying that right. Breaker of Creation. Perilous Landscape. Colossal Dreadmask. Snapping Void Craw. Ew, an Eldrazi Turtle. Ooh. Solistic Zealot. Molten Gatekeeper, Unfathomable Truths, and Gravedigg. Our Amphibian Downpour. Half of a playset in one pack. Ooh. Nice burb. I love it. The owl, his head's upside down. Burb token. Signature Slam, otherwise known as the People's Elbow. That is a foil. So now we got the Sowing Mycospawn again, but in just the normal version. I think we've got that multiple times. Nesting Grounds. The Pinnacle Monk, changing to the Mystic Peak. Urza's Cave. Envoy of the Ancestors. Wormcoil Larva, that's a new one. A Phyrexian Worm, gross. Malevolent Rumble. Sneaky Snacker. Therabin Charm. Sarpadian Simulcrum. Tune the Narrative. Breathe Your Last. And Galvanic Discharge. As you can see, our common stack is getting pretty high, which again is not surprising for any box, whether it be Magic or really any TCG. Commons are named as such. They're very common. Ooh, all right, starting with another art series. This is the Chthonian Nightmare. Oh, that is wicked. That is wicked cool. That's very pretty. I like that a lot. Foil Forest. The Thnicky Thnacker, but in foil. This is foily. Roshin Roaring Prophet. I know I've been talking about a lot of different cards and how they remind me of a lot of different things, but this one reminds me of Big Mom from One Piece, if she were just a foresty creature. Nadier's Nightblade. Frogmere Enforcer. Muster the Departed. Horrid Shadow Spinner. Sheltering Landscape. Horrific Assault. Very cool art. Contaminated Landscape. Dog Umbra. Ugh, Corrupted Shapeshifter. Creepy. Dream Drinker Vampire. And our Thriving Skyclaw. Ooh. A nice zombie army. Liliana would be very, very happy about that token. Forest. Ooh, very cool. Keurig, Son of Yawgmoth. Ah, very cool. Okay. So if I remember, this is a Phyrexian horror minion. It's a foil, as you can see, and it is a rare. Now, these are, I think they're like Phyrexian land kind of things. I can't remember. Someone will have to tell me in the comments here. How do you use that? Is that still something that can be kind of like any color mana, or is there a specific mana type that you need? Oh, here it says, maybe I should read the card. It says it right here. So this particular mana can be paid with either 2 life or with a black, with a swamp mana. Okay, now I understand. You get the choice. All right, Obtruse Apparition. Obtruse Appropriation. It's a cool looking card. Can't say it correctly, but it's cool. Deserted Temple. Stump Stomp. We saw this earlier as an art card. It becomes the Burn Willow Clearing. The Hunger Tide Rises. Very cool looking saga. Reckless Pyro Surfer. Mindless Conscription. Foul Strike. Cranial Ram. Nyxborn Unicorn. Electrozoa. It's a jellyfish. All right. I'm not going to try to pronounce that again. I embarrassed myself earlier. And Siege Smash. That's another one of those double-faced cards that you can fill out. That's going to be followed by a foil Drowner of Truth, so a classic Eldrazi foil here that transforms into a Drowned Jungle. That is a dual land. That's actually pretty darn cool. Yes, 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 yes. He's the Cat Warrior, so he is not a Planeswalker yet in this. Interesting. Here is a Johnny. I love it. A Johnny is a Nakachal Pyria. Anyway, he's a Johnny, a Cat Warrior that transforms into the legendary Planeswalker. I'm stoked. Oh my gosh, TCG fam. I'm so happy to have gotten a Johnny, the Planeswalker. And oh, this is very cool. Very happy about that. As I mentioned, he is my favorite, aside Avacyn, of course. When it comes to legendary creatures, it's Avacyn. When it comes to Planeswalkers, it's definitely a Johnny. Because of him, I have a Cat Commander deck, and it's actually pretty darn good. Distinguished Conjurer. Priest of Titania. That's cool. Very classic. Classic border and everything. Disciple of Freyalise, whatever you want to call it, Garden of the Freyalise. Glyph Elemental, Kozilek's Unsealing, Seething Landscape, Basking Brood Scale, Faithful Watchdog, Winging It, Tempest Harvester, Scurrilous Sentry, and the Sarpadian Simulacrum. Oh, I'm still so excited about it, Johnny. Yes, 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 yes. And we still have so many packs to go. We're almost at an hour here in our video. One of those double-faced tokens again, followed by a foil Kappa Canyoneer. That is a Turtle Warrior. That's going to be followed by Invert Polarity. Izzet, always doing something with lightning. Izzet meaning the combination between the blue-red. It's kind of like a clan-like thing. Nesting Grounds. Pinnacle Monk into Mystic Peak. Speaking of Izzet, this is the Izzet Generatorium. I told you they're always doing something with lightning, always doing something with technology, always blowing stuff up. Emrakul's Messenger. Oh, that's cool. Emrakul is a very, very cool, gigantic Eldrazi. Yeah, very cool. Fangs of Colonia. Kitties. Deceptive Landscape. Horrific Assault. Twisted Landscape. Dog Umbra. Retrofitted Transmigrant. Siege Smash. And Utter Insignificance. Let's see, how many packs do we have, TCG fam? We are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. It has been a while since I've opened a Magic product. I know Sakti was opening the last one we did, and we had so many mythics thrown in one box. That was pretty crazy. And I'm definitely not disappointed with this one so far, but as I said, it's a very expensive product, and if you're not so keen on, having this many of the just commons, it may be better just to use that money to buy certain things, like if you need this Ajani or want it, instead of that money towards the whole box, just in case you get it. It's classic TCG. Y'all know it. You're all part of the TCG fam. All right, another art card. This is Gris the Plague Swarm. Let's take a peek. Ooh, look at that. That's so cool. It's horrific, yes, but it's got kind of like a cool vibe to it. I like it. Island. Ooh, this is beautiful. The Null Elemental Blast. This is cool. So you can choose one. You counter target multicolored spell, or you destroy target multicolored permanent. Cool. That will be followed by another mythic, an Eldrazi Dragon. Ooh, Hiregast or Airgast, Erupting Nullkite. Eldrazi Dragon. Big boy. Big 9-cost Eldrazi. Ruby Medallion. As you can imagine, this is red spells you cast, cost 1 less to cast. Still hoping for the white one. Look at that, the Drowner of Truth that becomes the Drowned Jungle. Quest for the Necropolis, Voltstorm Angel. It's kind of perfect for my love of angels and my love of lightning. I'm going to set this one aside because it's cool. Seething Landscape. Nightside Dryad. Nightshade. Rosecott Knight. Conduit Goblin. Grave Dig. Infernal Captor. Tune the Narrative. Once again, we do go through some of the uncommons and the commons very quickly, just because, let's be honest, it's Magic, and the most fun part is the mythics, the art, the lands, and the rares. Feel free to pause the video at any time. Oh, friends, I'm excited that we got the Nyxborn Unicorn art. Ooh, baby, it's the first one of the art series. That's cool. Ha 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 ha. I, Nyx, look just like this. I know you've never seen my face. Maybe you have. I'm not sure. Have I ever revealed it on the channel? I don't know. But I look just like this. So, yes, my hair is that majestic. And, I just noticed how weird it looks up here. I am a Nyxborn unicorn in the form of a human. All right, Mindless Conscription is our foil, followed by Windswept Heath, a dual land, very nice. Buried Alive, Disciple of Freyalise, turning into Garden of Freyalise, Unstable Amulet, Emissary of Soulfire, Djinn Monk, Marionette Apprentice, Therabin Charm, Nyxborn Hydra. I do not look like that. Expanding Ooze, Kami of Jealous Thirst, Smelted Chargebug, and Electrozoa. Here we go. Oh, we went from the first one to the last one in the series. That's pretty cool. This is Flusterstorm. Flusterstorm is beautiful. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, this was the promo that you got. The Buy a Box promo was Flusterstorm, I think. It's been about a week since we bought this box, and a lot has happened in that week. So, still, very cool. Breathe Your Last. Ripples of Undeath. Reminds me of the three-eyed fish from The Simpsons. Ah, so many reminders. Ooh, Shrieking Drake. Love that classic art. Blood-Soaked Insight. Creepy. Turns into Sanguine Morass. Ooh, creepy. Essence Relinquary. Glaring Flesh Raker. Oh. Proud Pack Rhino, Jolted Awake, Evolution Witness, Snapping Void Craw, the Solistic Zealot, Accursed Marauder, Fanged Flames, and Sage of the Unknowable. Oops. All right, Abstruse, this is that one that I had trouble with earlier. Abstruse Appropriation. It's a very cool looking card. I just can't pronounce things. Full Art Foil Land. It's an island. A foil Malevolent Rumble. That's going to be followed by a rare Eldrazi, the Thief of Existence. Cool. Victimize. Eldrazi Ravager. Cursed Wombat. Oh, poor little wombat. Propagator Drone. Bountiful Landscape. Cranial Ram. Foul Strike. Riddlegate Gargoyle. Insight, Void Pouncer, Utter Insignificance. Have I been reading this incorrectly? Utter Insignificance. No, I think I'm correct. Yeah. Man, it's like I went to public school or something. Phyrexian Worm. I think this is a different one than the one we got earlier as a token. Deceptive Landscape Foil. Party Thrasher. It's a nice lizard wizard coming to ruin the party. Followed by the Necrobloom. I know this card has existed for a while. Nice landfall card. Oh, this is cool. Orym's Chant. Very cool. It's an instant spell. That was 3 rares. Bridgeworks Battle turns into the Tangle Swan Bridgeworks. Furnace Hellkite. Static Prison. Inspired Inventor. The Temperamental Oozewag. Obstinate Gargoyle. Winging It. Drossclaw. Glimpse the Impossible. Tempest Harvester. There we go. Alright, here we are. We've gone through half of those, so we are down to 5. 5 packs left. And we are definitely at an hour. So it's been a long video, but it's been a fun one just because Magic has so many cool things to see. So much cool art, but it can be overwhelming. Magic is very hard to get into as a new player. As a collector, I think it's a little easier just because there's so many cards and all of them just have some really amazing detailed art. One of those ads. Horrid Shadow Spinner. That is a foil. It's going to be followed by Genku Future Shaper. That is a Moonfolk wizard, not a merfolk. Distinguished Conjurer. Oh, cool. Unicorn space back there. There's a boat. Hydroelectric Specimen. He transforms into the Hydroelectric Laboratory. Cool. Rawl and the Implicit Maze. Kozilek's Unsealing. Territory Kohler. Deceptive Landscape. Sheltering Landscape. Airy Auxiliary. Twisted Landscape, all the landscapes, Sage of the Unknowable, Breathe Your Last, and Glimpse of the Impossible. Still some cool art. Ooh, okay, so Tamio, Inquisitive Student for our art card. Tamio is very cool. Not gonna lie, I don't know a lot about her exactly, but she is very cool and shows up in a lot. She is a planeswalker, well known. A foil island, followed by a foil Cyclops superconductor. Ooh, Wrath of the Skies, full art here. This is cool. It's a sorcery. You get X, was that lightning? When you pay, then you may pay any amount of lightning, destroy each artifact, creature, and enchantment with mana value less than or equal to the amount of lightning paid this way. I'm pretty sure it's not called lightning. I just don't know enough about Eldrazi to know exactly what that means. So maybe one of you can give me a little update on what that's called right there, the little lightning bolt symbol. Cool card. Junk Diver. Stump Stomp. That one turns into Burn Willow Clearing. The Hunger Tide Rises Saga. Spawn Gang Commander. Seething Landscape. Nightshade Dryad. The Snapping Void Eldrazi Turtle. Jolted Awake. Corrupted Shapeshifter. Retrofitted Transmigrant. And the Drowned Lurker. I mentioned earlier in the video that we will be going back over the polls. Most likely I won't be showing the commons. There's just too many of them here and the video is already very long. But I appreciate all of you who have stuck with me and who are interested in the last 3 packs. You're the best, TCG fam. You're the best. Cat Warrior, Foreboding Landscape foil, Eldrazi Linebreaker, another Eldrazi here, Victimize, Boggart Trawler turns into Boggart Bog, It That Heralds the End, an Eldrazi Drone, interesting, Solar Transformer, Metastatic Evangel, Bountiful Landscape, Malevolent Rumble, Faithful Watchdog, Inspired Inventor, Skoa Ember Mage, Petrifying Meddler, and the Wither and Bloom, which we haven't seen in a little bit. Alright, last 2 packs of what has been a very busy box, very full. Sphinx of the Revelation. Let's see it. I don't think we've pulled that quite yet, but whoa. Now that's godlike. That's really cool. Alright, Swamp. That is going to be followed by a Solstice Zealot. Oops, that's a common. Flare of Malice. It's an instant card. And oh, Kalia. I didn't even know Kalia was in this set. Kalia is also super duper cool. What's cool about Kalia is she is one of my favorite tricolors. The red, white, and black. You can do a lot with her, and she is also a legendary creature, kind of like Avacyn, but Avacyn is still my favorite. Still my favorite. Kalia is pretty close up there too. Very cool. She has flying. And whenever Kali of the Vast attacks an opponent, you may put an angel, demon, or dragon creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking that opponent. Cool. Beautiful. Gosh, we got Ajani and Kalia. Love it. Triton Wavebreaker, Brain Surge, Cursed Wombat, Tranquil Landscape, Evolution Witness, Cranial Ram, Solstice Zealot, Fanged Flames, Aether Spike, and Fetid Gargantua. Cool. I do love me some Kalia. Alright, before we get to our last pack here, we'll take a moment, sleeve up some of those cards. Alright, and without further ado, my friends, our last pack here of Modern Horizons 3. Now, I'm going to let you know, 2 Girls 1 Up plain is cooler. Dominaria has nothing on 2 Girls 1 Up. Nyx the Planeswalker, Sakti the Planeswalker, yeah, we're cool. At least our moms say we're cool. Okay, last pack starts with Eldrazi Spawn Token, followed by a foil Twisted Riddle Keeper. Shifting Woodland will be our rare here, followed by another rare, and that is Laelia, the Blade Reforged. She is a spirit warrior. Nice. Rush of Inspiration. That turns into Crackling Falls. Nice dual land there. Dreadmobile. Oops. Arcbound Condor. Golden Tail Trainer. Riddle Gate Gargoyle. Basking Brood Scale. Expanding Ooze. Expel the Unworthy, Thriving Skyclaw, Electrozoa, and we'll finish off the whole entire box with something pretty cute, a refurbished familiar. Nice little zombie rat there, back from the dead. Well, there it is, friends, our entire box of Modern Horizons 3. Like I said, we only purchased one of them because they are a very expensive product, and, you know, we'll see if it paid off. The goal always is to try to get value in cards equal to the value of the box. I have no idea what these cards are worth. I like to come in not really knowing what to be looking for, but I am very happy with the mythic pulls and even some of the rares that we've got here. We'll revisit those in a moment, but first let's take a peek, not at the commons, but at the uncommons here. I'll go through them quickly just in case you missed them. I might take that one out and put it in a sleeve. All right, there we have it. Those were the uncommons, and that was a lot of them. We'll go through our rares here. Another nice stack. A little slower. Perfect. And we will go through our mythic stack here. Mythics and some of our, what I consider some of our better hits. This one, I'm not sure how much it's worth or whatever, but it's really cool. It's just that classic, and it's a foil, so I thought I'd throw it in a sleeve. We also have Kalia of the Vast, a full art Wrath of the Skies, Airghast Erupting Nullkite, Eldrazi Dragon. Oh, that's not in a sleeve. There we go. I love it. A Johnny, and a Johnny transforms. This is just a cat warrior. He transforms into a planeswalker as he flips over. That's so cool. You're also not in a sleeve. How did I miss so many, friends? So we have, there we go, Carrick, son of Yawgmoth. It's a foil. The foil amphibian downpour. A foil sowing mycospawn. That's going to be followed by a full art sowing mycospawn. Phyrexian Tower. Birthing Ritual. Ashling Flame Dancer. I believe this is a showcase full art. I'm not really sure what they're called, but the Nadu Winged Wisdom. It's a burb. And this was our first mythic of the box, a Nethergoyf. It's a good card. So my friends, there it is. That is the quote-unquote premium product here from Magic. And like I said, I'm not upset with a lot of the stuff that we got. I'm very happy with it. I have no idea if we got back the value of the box in cards. And when it comes to Magic, I feel like that's always important. But who knows? I know that there are definitely some cards in here that I want to use for a lot of my commander decks. I don't actually have any modern decks that I really play with. We're more commander players. So that's nice. So there's some value in that itself. But once again, kind of going back to what we talked about earlier on in the video, it's sometimes just better to buy the singles as opposed to getting a whole entire expensive $200+ box and hoping to get something. We got lucky here. I got Kalia, which is awesome, and a Johnny, two of my favorites. And we got some cool cards with Avacyn references, which Avacyn, again, is my absolute favorite. But definitely not disappointed. If this is your first time here with us, joining us with Magic the Gathering, we also do many different ASMR box breaks on our videos or on our channel. We do things from Pokemon to Digimon, we do One Piece, we do Lorcana, which we are in the competitive scene for Lorcana, and that's been a lot of fun. Obviously Magic the Gathering here. We've also done a few things like Chaosamars, which are pretty fun. You all know those rando boxes that you see at Walmart that just say, they're just like Yu-Gi-Oh cubes, the power cubes, the Pokemon mystery boxes. Those are always so much fun and always a waste of money. So we do some of the fun stuff like that. We're also almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is huge for a YouTube channel, especially one like ours. We haven't really been doing much when it comes to advertising our channel around, a little bit more than we did in the past, which has been nice. And we just welcome all of you TCG fam who have joined us over the last couple weeks and who have been with us since the very beginning. We absolutely love it. You are always welcome here. This is a safe, inclusive space where we can talk TCGs of all different types, of all different kinds. So please mention us in the comments. Give us a little hello. Introduce yourself if you'd like. We'd absolutely love that. We read every comment. And as mentioned, we are almost at that 1,000 mark here for YouTube. Again, a very big milestone that we have some big plans for. So like, subscribe, let us know what you think of Modern Horizons 3 and of the TCG, MTG in general. Let me know what your favorite Planeswalker is, who your favorite character is, as I've gone through mine multiple times here in this video. Thank you all for joining me for this long ASMR. I hope that it helped ease your day, give you a nice rest, kind of take the edge off. That's what these ASMR box breaks are for, and also celebrating TCGs in general with all of you. Love you, TCG fam. Have a great night, and we'll see you in the next one. Nyx out.